The Guardian's Northern editor, Helen Pidd, is with us to tell us what's caught her eye in the papers. Helen, good morning.
Morning.
Let's take a look at HS2, because we've been here before, haven't we? Rising costs, more delays, and once again, big questions over when it will be finished.
Well, yes, and this is an investigation in the Sunday Times today by Andrew Gilligan, which reveals that £2 billion has already been spent on this wretched railway without them even laying any 1 inch of track. He's done the sums and he's calculated that it's going to cost almost as much as it cost to build the whole of the M25, the orbital motorway around London, if you translate it to today's prices. And that's the money, as I said, that has been spent without anything actually being built. He's interviewed a farmer in Great Missenden in Buckinghamshire who claims to have had 46 visits from bat experts. And of course, I mean, we all want to save the bats. We don't want the bats to be flattened by this railway. But it does seem a bit crazy that it's costing so much. It's hard not to look across to China. They would have built this railway by now. I mean, they would have flattened villages, wouldn't they? People would have been made homeless, and we're in a democracy, so we don't want that. But at the same time, is it worth it? Just so we can get to London a little bit quicker?
And that's the question, because there's two things that always get raised here. Is that one, it's not just a speed issue, it's about capacity, that if you get any train out of Euston to Manchester or Preston or Glasgow, they are overcrowded at peak times. But it's also a question mark about the proposed HS3, so that'd be not just connecting north and south, but connecting east and west, and that is really important if we're to believe the Northern Powerhouse story.
Well, absolutely. And as somebody, I live in Manchester and I spend all my working life crisscrossing the Pennines, getting stuck on these trains that are essentially buses on wheels. Severe overcrowding as well. I think that should be the real priority. And I go to London quite a lot as well, and I think the reason those London trains are full to the rafters is that the pricing strategy for the tickets is absolutely bonkers. You know, if the peak time tickets weren't costing £170 single, then more people would be getting on there.
Well, and that's the
but
issue,
if there weren't 5 first-class empty carriages, it makes my blood boil when I walk past.
And there are so many, the expensive trains are going empty, and yet the slightly cheaper ones are packed full. So yeah, it's about whether
there's that 7 p.m. train from Euston, but all dignity is lost as people race to try and get to the one unreserved carriage. So I think they should really look at ticket pricing, capacity on trains, and then really look at trains outside of London.